Hi everybody. I had to add this impromptu class because I think it is really important, and I hope that I can get it done in less than 20 minutes or 20 minutes, and I'm putting it on YouTube and everywhere for everyone. Okay, so last year I had a nervous breakdown. Yeah, not last year, 2023. We are now in 2025. 2023, I had a nervous breakdown. I sold my house. I had plans. I was gonna go straight to Africa. After I sold my house, I was gonna go straight to Africa. I was gonna spend some time with my sisters. I was really looking forward to seeing my sisters. I was going to spend time with my sisters. I was going to travel with my sisters while I decided what I was going to do next. I had plan B. Plan B was that if that didn't work out, I was still going to travel. Okay, I was still going to travel. I was going to go to Zimbabwe, spend some time there, then go to Botswana, spend a couple of weeks there, and then go to South Africa and spend 90 or 80 something days there. And I will be thinking about what I'm gonna do with my life. Okay, I was also gonna go to Namibia for my birthday. The one thing that I knew that I wanted to do was to go to Namibia, to the desert, for my birthday, and I made it. I made it. So yeah, anyway, I thought that as I went on this journey, I was gonna have friends holding my hand. I really believed that I was gonna do a great girls tour. Oh yeah, a great girls tour of Africa, and that I was not only gonna be able to see my part of Africa again, but I was gonna see it through new eyes, through the eyes of my bestie at the time. You know, I could show her Southern Africa. We could have fun together. The newness would be, or for her would be for me, and all that jazz. Fantasizing in my head. I'm very good at it, and I don't give a fuck who tells me what, when, and how. I am that sort of a person. I fantasize. Anyway, it went wrong from day one. Okay, day one of leaving my home, I had decided in my head that we were going to have a nice trip to the United States, and we were going to be stopping over, you know, at towns and cities and checking things out and touring until we make our way to Indiana. That was crazy. We agreed, my friend and I, that we were going to do this. We agreed. Well, she played ball only up until the point we crossed into the US border. Then she said, nah, bitch, I'm not doing that. I'm driving all the way to my house. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about your breakdown. I don't give a fuck. We are going to my house. I want to use my toilet. And so we drove non-stop from the border of Ontario to Indiana. Non-stop. Okay. Except once when we were stopped by a cop. And that broke my soul. The joy I had thought I was going to be having to help ease my pain of this loss of my house that I never wanted, of this change in circumstances that I never wanted because I was very comfortable in it, right? It broke my soul, and I was hurting for my son. So I thought I was going to be picking up flowers, picking up roses, but instead I was kidnapped in my own car and driven to the prison. Yeah, what was supposed to be a place of healing for me in my friend's house became a prison, a prison in which she was the warden. She was the warden, and she held all the power. So yeah, I broke down. Yeah, I did. I broke down. I was on my own in hostile territory with a very vicious person, and I had to pretend I was cool with it. I had to pretend I was okay with it while my heart was breaking. Then of course I said to myself, okay, it's only going to be a couple of weeks and then I'll be gone. Hell no. The devil works hard. The devil works really, really hard. Oh no, I'm not ready to go yet. I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to go. Okay, you have to wait for me to be ready. And I'm like, Izzy, you have to be a good friend. You can't just get up and leave. Okay, you have to be a very good friend. Even though your heart is breaking and emotionally, psychically, you are fucked up, you still have to behave like a human being, and you still have to be good, and you still have to concede and give your friend time to get ready. Bitch wasn't getting ready. Okay, but what she was doing was torturing my ass more and more and taking my money like there is no tomorrow. You need to pay for that. You need to pay for that. And you need to pay for this. And you need to pay for that. Oh, and you need to pay that. And you need to pay. The point is, I was so broken, I could not make a single decision, and my psychic abilities were getting in the way. Without my psychic abilities, I would have been able to get up from under that oppression, under that demon, okay, on time and in time. I would have been able to use my brain power and got out. Instead, my psychic ability got in the way, and this is what we are talking about today. Your psychic ability is your greatest gift and your worst curse. It can fuck you up. Let me just say it again. It can fuck you up. Okay, you can lose yourself in the ether and not be able to find yourself to the moment of being suicidal, of being destructive, when you otherwise are this strong woman who takes care of herself, who is independent, who takes care of other people. I mean, that ex-friend made me cry. I howled because I had died, and in my death, bitch was kicking a dead dog. She made me cry. She made me howl like an animal in her home. You can do that. Okay, you can analyze yourself because you are psychic, because you are extra sensitive, because you see the future, and you can. It's so weird, let me tell you. It's so weird about being psychic, because most times when you are not distressed, when you are not screaming and raging, when you're not doing any of that, guess what? You see the future, but you only see the good things. You only see the good things. But when you are in despair, it's as if God says, well, you know, as long as you're here, you know, as long as you are here, motherfucker, let me just serve you some truth. You begin to get the horrible things that are going to happen to you. You begin to get them, and they begin to slap your ass, and the more you get them, the more you ask for other psychics to help you out. You're like, help me, help me, help me. I had my students and they held me down. Ganu and Lourdes being the ones who held me down the most. Okay, they were there on the hour, every hour, you know, trying to help me see through the darkness. It only got worse. The one thing they both agreed on, okay, was that me and the lady who had pretended to be my friend were not friends. They agreed on that. They said, she ain't your friend. She's not your friend. You thought she was your friend, but she's not your friend. They agreed on that. However, the more readings I got, the more confused I got, and the more unable to face the next day I became. So here's my advice. In your moment of tears, in your moment of grief, put down those tarot cards. Put down the shells. Put down your tools and step back from the table. Don't ask for readings, okay? Don't ask for readings, and don't read yourself. Don't read yourself, okay? Don't do it. You are just going to be served more and more bad news, because God is like that. He's like, okay, you know, now that you're here, I haven't been telling you this, but now let me tell you. I had to put my tools down where I am concerned, and I still don't read myself. I don't read myself. I don't. I do not read myself. I don't read for that reason. So first, you put your tools down. Don't read yourself. So now I wrote to my student who is going through the Trump era situation, you know, on the daily basis. I wrote to her the things to do in order to ease her anxiety. One of them was put your tools down. All right. Yeah. Put your tools down. Please do not touch your tools, because that only makes it worse.